Good morning. Welcome to our reflection on Friday the 29th of July. First images from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope reveal thousands of galaxies in stunning detail. That was a heading of a newspaper article. The article went on to say, billions of years ago, long before a swirling cloud of gas and dust coalesced to form the sun, light left the earliest stars and began a long journey through space. The light has been travelling ever since, covering trillions upon trillions of miles. It hurtled by galaxies and their nascent stars, some of which were accompanied by planets. And on one of these, a species evolved with the ability not only to question what might be out there, but to build tools to see what its own eyes could not. The images were unveiled at a press conference at the White House by NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. Now, Mr. Nelson was interviewed on the BBC the other morning, and he's an affable, knowledgeable person of some age, well, certainly older than I am, and I can't say that I understood all that he said. It would take a Professor Brian Cox, I think, to explain it in sufficient small detail for me to understand. But one thing struck me. It appeared that Mr. Nelson had also been into space. He'd been on Space Shuttle Columbia in 1986, and he was the second sitting member of the US Congress to fly into space. He was asked about that experience, and he commented, of course, that it had been amazing. But he also said that he realised he'd seen the world as it had been intended, without boundaries and divisions based on race and nationality and religions. It was a world where the inhabitants were free to roam and mix and live together. And from space you couldn't see the international boundaries and the tension that's caused by disputes. We're still seeing some of that today in Ukraine, of course. And of course the Bible is full of battles and tensions as the Israelites tried to establish their nation and set their boundaries. But I'm not thinking particularly of wars and battles today, but about the divisions between people. They do say that the best thing to come out of Yorkshire is the road to Lancashire, although for some reason my daughter, who was born in Dewsbury, seems to have that the other way round. I try to convince her, but I don't seem to succeed. And we have divisions between those of us in the north and those soft southerners. We've divisions between those who voted to leave the European Union and those who wish to stay. We've divisions between our so-called United Kingdom, with increasing demands for independence for Scotland and maybe for Wales. And what about the divisions on the island of Ireland? We have divisions between white people and coloured people, between immigrants and natives, between climate change deniers and those who do not accept that humans are causing the climate to change. Divisions are endless, and we could go on listing them all day, unfortunately. In Luke and Matthew we read this. But he, knowing their thoughts, said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is laid waste, and a divided household falls. And in 1 John, the comment, whoever says he is in the light and hates his brothers is still in darkness. So next time you hear on the news about divisions between people, ask yourself who or what is causing the division. What do they gain by creating the division? What is the justice behind the situation? What would the situation be like if the division was removed? Is there anything we as individuals can do to remove the barriers and the divisions? And what would Jesus have to say in that situation? I'm going to end by reading some words of a hymn written by the Reverend Caroline Gillette, who is a Presbyterian minister in New York. And she wrote this in 2020. And the hymn is called God of Love, We've Known Division. God of love, we've known division, and we've seen its awful cost. We've struggled as a nation, and there's much that we have lost. We have been a house divided, and divided we can't stand. May we be united. Give us peace throughout the land. Turn us, Lord, from what divides us, fear that drives us far apart, greed that leads to great injustice, racist ways that break your heart. May we seek what brings together hearts that bear each other's pain, care and mercy towards our neighbours, and love that welcomes strangers in. May we all in conversation speak the truth and listen well. May we hear across the nation stories others have to tell. May we learn from other cultures and be blessed by their world view. May we serve with one another, loving others, loving you. You have challenged us to goodness. You have shown a kinder way. It's your love that now inspires us as we seek a better day. May we end our harsh division. May we stop the hate and fear. Make us one, Lord, as a people. May we be united here. God bless and have a good day and enjoy the rest of your time.